So, Invincible is getting a video game. And from what we currently know, it's being developed by a company called Skybound, which normally makes mobile games and is being crowdfunded by the Skybound company. I gotta be honest, personally, I don't think this upcoming Invincible game is gonna be any good because from what I've heard, from what this company has released about what's happening with this game, aside from it being a mobile company developing the game and it being crowdfunded, the game's dev team is only around 30 people, which you can make a good game with around 30 people. But that plus being crowdfunded and that the game is going to be a games as a service type game, I don't really think this game is gonna be very good. Now, we all need a game to open the floodgates before we can start getting even more like AAA or console Invincible games, and I do hope it is good, but just out of those traits alone, I don't think it's gonna be a very good game. But you can still be hopeful, and I do want it to be good. Obviously, I don't want this game to fail. I love Invincible. I love the world of Invincible. I love its characters. I love its story. But just from hearing those things, I'm not extremely hyped for this game. Though, I do hope it is good. I hope it's enjoyable. I hope we can play it. And if it is a good game as a service, then people can just enjoy it for pretty much as long as the game's alive, right? But I think most people are really burnt out on this. Suicide Squad sucked ass, and people don't want superhero Suicide Squad and Marvel's Avengers. So people don't want any more of this type of superhero game as a service type game, specifically for this type of game, right? People want a solo game, and that's why I'm not excited. I'm more waiting for a solo Invincible game without any online, kind of in the vein of Spider-Man, Batman, probably in the vein of the Infamous series as well. Because imagine what the perfect Invincible game would be, or at least perfect in my eyes, I would say. The perfect Invincible game, in my opinion, would be an Infamous type. And honestly, we've been missing Infamous type games for a while, and taking Invincible into that Infamous type of game style, right? It's like a match made in heaven. The morality system of Infamous would go great with Invincible, especially since Invincible's own story has many versions of Invincible that are already evil. You could have the morality system kind of dictate what type of mark you kind of build up as you go throughout the playthrough. You might have a mark in your version. You might have a mark that doesn't kill. That's a good guy. You might have a good guy mark that does kill. A bad guy mark that doesn't, or stuff like that. There's a lot to do. There's a lot you could do with a morality system in an Invincible game, where your actions determine if Mark is gonna be a good guy or evil. You can also have lots of costumes throughout the game, since there's so many versions of Invincible already, just in the second season that we've seen. And yeah, I feel like Invincible would suit then the Infamous type of gameplay style a lot. An open world where you get to explore the story of Invincible. Could maybe play as Omni-Man, play as Adam Eve, stuff like that, large map, destroyable stuff. It's very easy to piece together what a idyllic Invincible game would be like, right? But we'll have to wait and see what this game that's being developed is actually like. Personally, I would say don't hold your breath and be skeptical, because just from what we're hearing, it doesn't seem the best. And I would say this is just the entry point into more Invincible games being developed. Hopefully this is successful, so that more people actually want to use the Invincible IP, or that after this project, someone with a bit more passion or a larger development team actually takes up the Invincible IP and makes a game out of it, so that this idyllic game that I pretty much have in my head actually gets made. So yeah, that's everything I got to say. Please do all that YouTube stuff. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow the Instagram in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.